The time has come. Welcome to the Underdark, guys. We predicted it. We predicted it. A lot of people predicted it. It was in Baldur's Gate 2, and it's going to be in Baldur's Gate 3. Really excited. This is the best thing about the trailer right now. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, this video is quite different from the videos that I normally do. It's not going to be as high quality or in-depth or as long. But we got some new gameplay footage today from Larian Studios, 40 seconds to be exact. The main point of presenting this video to us was to get us excited for next Saturday, which I believe is June 6th, where Larian is going to present this game to us again. And I think we're going to see a lot of good gameplay and learn a lot of new things. But for those of you who have not seen this clip at all, what I'm going to do is get myself out of the picture and no commentary, and I'm going to play through the 40 seconds so you can see it, and then after that I'm going to come back and we're going to kind of dissect it a little bit and talk about some cool, interesting things that we did see. So without further ado, let me get the hell out of the picture.
New strength flows through us.
Enjoy poking holes in people, do ya?
It's time for some old-fashioned hero work.
This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right?
If we stay here, we die.
So there you have it. That was 40 seconds of new gameplay footage. Pretty exciting stuff. There was a lot of good stuff in there. I think there was one thing that almost everybody noticed, and we'll talk about that once we get to it. I'm going to hit play here in a second. If you guys notice anything in particular, definitely let me know below in the comments. I will certainly be reading all the comments, and I'm sure other people will be scrolling through them as well to hear other people's opinions. Before I hit play, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting lately on the channel. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I can't express my gratitude. I'm thinking about actually pulling back on my full-time job a little bit so I can continue to put out content, high-quality content. I know this video is not really high quality. I want to be able to keep putting out those videos, and your guys' support, really, it means the world to me. It's inspired me and motivated me to keep going at this, and I'm really excited to see what this year brings. So let's get going on the video here.
New strength.
Okay, so the first thing that I noticed right away is how damn good it looks. There's some people that have been saying the graphics don't look good. I'm confused. What doesn't look good? It's a matter of opinion, though, so of course I respect your opinion. But it looks phenomenal to me. Now, it's a little bit blurry because this is pulled from Twitter, so you're actually watching this part of the video in 720p right now, so it doesn't look as good. But look how good the lighting looks, like the stone walkway right here.
New strength
I don't know, it looks really good.
flows through us.
Okay, so that part is kind of comical. Anybody who knows anything about physics or even kindergarten science knows that the statue, if a statue's knocked down, it doesn't typically take a 45-degree angle like that. We'll just pretend that there's magic behind it or something. But regardless, it's really cool to see the environment being used. I know Larian Studios said that they want to incorporate the environment into as many combat scenes as they can, or maybe even non-combat scenes, to help you figure out problems. So if you're outnumbered or you're under-leveled, like, you're not necessarily out of the fight. You can probably win, actually, if you're really creative and you can figure out things with the environment, maybe setting things on fire, or maybe shooting down statues at 45-degree angles. That's like an AoE knockback spell right there. That looks sick. Ooh, is that Shadowheart doing that? So that's a cleric spell? Oh no, that's no, never mind. It wasn't Shadowheart that did the AoE knockback. Oh, that's a wizard spell, because that's Gal. So that's I don't know what specific spell, but that looks really sick. Just put yourself in this position right now. It feels so good to do that.
Enjoy poking holes.
So right there was Mage Hand, I think.
Poking.
Yeah.
Poke.
Mage Hand knocks the enemy off the cliff right here. It almost looks like the Mage Hand is invisible, which is like a rogue attack. But I don't know.
Poking holes in people, do ya?
So that's Shadowheart right there. She's a cleric, and she's an origin character. And the wizard who did the AoE knockback, that's Gal. And both of them characters have already been presented to us. So right here is probably the most controversial thing that we've seen in the gameplay. What is this? Is it a playable race? Is it an NPC? Is it a monster? What race is it? A couple people said it might be an angel, which is a possibility. Other people brought up Aasimar, but there's so many features that don't line up with the Aasimar that it doesn't really make sense. There's also an elvish race called Avariel. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they're one of the first, I guess you could say, sub-races of elves to come to the continent of Faerun, which is where Baldur's Gate 3 is located. And they do look similar to this, except if you guys notice down here, this creature has bird-like legs, which I did ask people on Reddit what they thought of this, and someone mentioned that this could also be maybe an elf that's in the middle of a transformation into a bird-like creature. I really don't know. If anybody's an expert on all races in D&D, definitely put your opinion below in the comments. All right, so this is really cool. I think Gal is casting a wizard spell here. But look at the verticality of the game. Looks like you have one enemy right here, two enemies, three enemies, and then maybe four. And then this looks like the party of three. I can't really tell. It's a little bit blurry. And it's just so cool for an isometric game to have verticality like this. You know, you don't think of an isometric game as being able to go up and down because you're looking from above, and it's just not that common in a lot of games. It's more common in third-person games like Sekiro and games like that, but it's really cool to see battle scenes or combat scenes play out like this.
It's time for some old...
So right here is a tiefling. I'm not sure what class. It's hard to tell what classes people are or NPCs are, because so many people can wear different types of armor.
It's time for some old-fashioned...
All right, so this is a really interesting scene right here. It looks to be Astarion, which is also an origin character, a rogue, a vampire spawn rogue. And he's going across the rafters, obviously. But if you look closely, you can notice you see red lines right here, and there's like a gap in the red lines. And then you see a couple enemies on the bottom. And their cone of vision is coming up here onto the rafters. Or field of vision. I don't mean to say cone because they're not really looking in a cone-like shape. But the two enemies here, or there must be more enemies in the room, can see all the way up here on the rafters and all the way over here. And Astarion is actually going through their sight line. And he is a rogue class, but it appears that he has some sort of invisibility spell on him because he's completely invisible. He's not just hidden. He's not just doing a typical stealth maneuver. He's actually invisible, it appears to be. Which is really cool, because the rogue is going to be different in this game than it is in D&D. Because of the way the mechanics are presented in this game, the rogue really isn't as useful as they would be in D&D, because Larian Studios switched up so many things that make the rogue's abilities not as good. So maybe Larian is going to include something with the rogue to... I don't know. It's interesting to see.
And hero work.
So that guy goes bye-bye. Right here, if you guys notice, we'll see if we can pause it. I gotta pause it.
Fashioned.
Looks like an ogre. Look at the ogre. Look at the ogre. Look at his face. I think that's an ogre. Just gets absolutely incinerated. Demolished.
Hero work.
Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mind Flayer has entered the chat. It looks like an actual in-game Mind Flayer, not the cinematic. It looks awesome. And it looks like a regular Mind Flayer because he's got two tentacles right here. And I'm guessing two along the back. And the regular, normal Mind Flayers have 4 tentacles. And the elite ones actually have 6. So it looks like a regular Mind Flayer. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Or she... Actually, they don't really have a sex. So I don't know how you would refer to a Mind Flayer. Doing something. I'm not sure what he's doing. There's Shadowheart again. Wow. That's a disaster room right there. We did see in the gameplay before... the owner of Larian, when he was playing Astarion, get stuck in a room like this with traps. But this this room seems like it's a little bit difficult. Be interesting. Be interesting to be a part of that.
This ain't your stand.
Okay, so that looks like a goblin lady, a goblin woman dancing around a fire. Someone mentioned on Reddit, maybe it's a companion? Don't know. Could just be a monster. Don't know.
Your standard dungeon dive, right?
The time has come. Welcome to the Underdark, guys. We predicted it. We predicted it. A lot of people predicted it. It was in Baldur's Gate 2, and it's going to be in Baldur's Gate 3. Really excited. This is the best thing about the trailer right now, is knowing that we will be going into the Underdark. There's so much in the Underdark. There's so many possibilities. We might see drow raiding parties. I've been looking at this picture right here, praying to see a humanoid form of a mushroom called the myconids. It would be so awesome to come across a myconid colony. Typically, myconids are friendly creatures, but I think you did fight them in Baldur's Gate 2. So it's going to be really interesting. I don't see any mushrooms here that appear to have eyes or human-like features, but I bet you they're down there. There's the Mind Flayers are also from the Underdark, so if we're adventuring into the Underdark, there's just so many possibilities of so many creatures. It's really going to be interesting to see how we do it as a level 10 and below character. I don't know, guys. This is the best thing about the trailer right here, and it looks phenomenal. A couple people mentioned that it looks way too bright to be the Underdark, or it's obviously the Underdark, but a couple people were mad because it was so bright. But it looks like the fungus is giving off a lot of illumination here. We got a torch. Hey, come on, we gotta see it in the trailer. We gotta see what we're getting into. It looks really good.
We stay here, we die.
So the last part of this video clip that I want to talk about is her right here. She appears to be a human. This blonde lady right here. I'm guessing that this might be an origin character because it really focuses. It really focuses. I can't say that. Focuses. It really focuses. That's it. Focuses. Not that hard. It really focuses on her face. And I'm guessing that she's an origin character. She could just be an NPC or a guide in the Underdark. I don't know. And right here we have a drow. Drist do Erden. It's not Drist, but that'd be pretty sick. I'm going to make a Drist. My first Baldur's Gate 3 video when the game comes out is going to be a drow ranger. And I'm going to show you how to build Drist do Erden. That'd be sick. So we got Drist right here. And then we got the human lady, human woman. And then it appears to be a halfling. Maybe a rogue. He's just carrying a dagger. I don't know. We haven't seen any of these characters. Maybe they're all origin characters. I really don't know. But my guess is that she's going to become an Origins character. Remember that I said that. Remember that I said that for a future video. Bam. Join us on the road to Baldur's Gate. Starting June 6th. So guys, next Saturday, or I don't know when you're actually watching this video, but June 6th, it's going to be a big day for this game. Look out for videos throughout this week. I'm going to do another class guide, maybe on Sunday or Monday of these next couple days. And there's going to be just a ton of videos coming out next weekend once we see what Larian offers to us. Really excited. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I apologize for not putting out a high quality video like I normally do. This is kind of new to me, but it's nice. I worked all day. Now it's nice to do a quicker video where I don't have to spend 10 hours editing it. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys on Sunday or Monday or whenever I release my next video.